What's up? It's your girl DJ Carisma, and you are now watching SelfMade TV nationwide. Let's go. We on the West today. Check in.
All right, so I have the one and only California's most wanted DJ Carisma in the building. Finally, it's about time.
Hey.
Talk to the people, man. Tell them what you got going today.
Man, I'm here. I'm checking in with you. You know what I'm saying? SelfMade TV. Happy to say what's up to everybody. I'm DJ Carisma, like you said, young California, the West Coast.
Right.
Represent Power 106, and I'm just, doing it for the lady DJs.
Right. So let's everybody that's tuned in, let's let everybody know where are you originally from?
A little place just south of LA called Orange County, California. Santa Ana, to be exact. And yeah, just Southern California is my home.
What is the amusement park over there?
Disneyland, baby.
So did you grow up going there like every other day, or like how that work?
You wish. Like Disneyland is expensive, but I knew lots of people that worked there, had jobs there. So yeah, Disneyland was right up the street. Right.
Being from Fort Worth, Texas, like you see Disneyland and you like, shit, like I want to go. Like was that something as a child you was like, I want to go every day, I want to go every other day? Like, did you have enough money? Like, how did that work?
No, of course not. I mean, I wish you could go every day, but it's just there, and it's cool because you get the experience of just driving by and little things like that. Okay. Disney does a good job of buying the block. So as I got older,
so I
watched them buy everything up in the city. They're crazy. Shout out to Disney. Holla at me.
So let's get straight to the chase. I've been on this market now for 3 years, and like I see how powerful it is. I see how it's dominated by some of the most premier celebrities all over the world, DJs, artists, just all across the board. How does a female by the name of DJ Carisma become so wanted on this market? Like, when I first moved to San Bernardino, like, I'm listening to Power 106 and it's DJ Carisma. Mm-hmm. After party, DJ Carisma. You know what I'm saying? Strip club, DJ Carisma. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, how did you find yourself in the mix of such a powerful platform?
Ooh, man. I'm clearly following my destiny, you know what I'm saying? Because clearly God allowed me to take it and gave me a hustle and just hustled, broke my way out of Orange County, hustled into LA, got on street teams, hustled my way up to on air and bigger positions, just hustled. Right. No sleep. No sleep at all.
So are there any other females that can mention put themselves in the category with you? Are there other females, you know what I'm saying, that came up with you or inspired you?
Well, inspiration would have to be there was a girl in LA named Gigi Sweets. She was the only female on radio. So she was my inspiration a little bit, but other than that, it was mostly guy DJs because there was no females to look up to that were actually DJs and doing what I did and breaking artists and doing what I did. I never heard of a female doing what I did before, so I feel like I kind of broke down a lot of doors.
Okay, so they consider you the GOAT. What artists played a role? What artists did you break? What was that point where it was like DJ Carisma, LA?
I think that the reason I stand out above all these DJs is because I broke artists. And some of them was Mustard, Ty Dolla $ign, YG, New Boys, T-Fly, Sage the Gemini. I was the first one playing Cardi B out here. I was the first one playing Bryson Tiller out here. It's just that the list goes on and on. The Teach Me How to Dougie, I definitely put on for my city and for the Bay Area. I feel like I really put on for all of California West Coast artists. Right. But I definitely also put on for any other artists. I'm just always into new shit, new music. Right. So, but those were the main ones that made people pay attention to me was YG, the New Boys, Cat Daddy, the Rejects, T-Fly, early Nipsey Hussle, things like that. So
with all those artists that you named, did you break them? Because maneuvering around on this market, I hear you in the clubs. Mm-hmm. Every time I see a flyer, DJ Carisma. Every time the radio station come on, DJ Carisma. Where did you break these artists at? Was it on the radio or was it in the clubs? whichever one it was, which one played the biggest role?
It was all three equally. It was three. Don't forget the streets, like the schools, high schools, like all that kind of stuff where the kids are, super crucial because that's where I learned about everything. You know what I mean? So it's first I learned about it with the kids, you know, then I'll test it out in clubs. And, you know, radio's last because radio's very hard to get records into. Because it's so, the list is so small. So radio's last, but it definitely starts in the streets. You need the clubs and you need the radio.
Right.
And I'm blessed enough to have all three because there's like a lot of radio DJs don't even DJ.
Right.
Most of them don't even DJ gigs in the clubs. Like I was never too good. Like I wanted to make sure I had my ear in all three. And that's why I'm everywhere, because I make sure I'm everywhere. I choose to be everywhere. And unfortunately, a lot of the DJs out here, they don't. It's like you got our set of club DJs, you got our set of street DJs, then you got the radio DJs.
Right.
And like, unfortunately, I was smart enough to understand that I got to connect all three.
Right.
So all three were equally valuable, period.
So I heard you mention Nipsey Hussle. So, what relationship did you have with Nip?
Nip was like a big brother. Like I was on the street team just getting my name in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Just getting my name known in the industry. And Nip was already doing his thing heavy in the street. So I looked up to Nip. And he just always showed me love, gave me great advice. He believed in me. Like he would always gas me up. So it's like, wow, you're Nipsey Hussle. And you think that I'm the one? Like especially when I broke T-Fly, he would like, Carisma, like what you just did for this young man, like, I don't think you really understand, like, and I'm like, I do, you know? He's like, you keep doing this, you keep fighting that radio to put cats like us on, and he just supported everything I did. Right. Shout out to Nip, miss him, man. Like, he really supported me and believed in me.
Staying on the Nipsey Hussle topic, like, we all know, like, Nip was a boss, you know what I'm saying? Nip was an entrepreneur.
Smart,
Nip played a major role on his block, you know what I mean? He put a lot into the community. Like, what impact did he have on the music pushing forward on the LA market?
In the streets, it was heavy. It was heavy. Like, Nip was a voice. You know, he told stories that everyone could relate to out here, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I feel like when he passed is when it was finally getting what he deserved and the recognition he deserved nationally and things like that, you know? So it's really sad, but out here, like, people know because he told those stories that people could relate to. He told the LA story. Right. In his songs, you know? Right. And he was the only one that wasn't really into the party ratchet music, so Nip was the streets.
All right, so LA music right now is crossing over.
Like, you got a lot going on.
Not the old school West Coast, you know what I'm saying? The new West Coast.
It's definitely evolved.
It's evolved, the evolution is crazy. Like, what artist stands out the most? I want you to be 100% because I'm in these clubs. I'm out here on the mic. You know what I'm saying? We cross paths on different occasions. You brought me out. I just ran into you, whatever. What artists out here right now is really, really, you know what I'm saying, kicking it off for the LA market?
In 2021, because it changes fast. Every year it kind of changes. So in 2021, I would have to say the Blue Bloods Clan and OGZ are two of the most, like, dudes can pack out shows, like they got fans, like
it's crazy because I was just on 2 different events with the Blue Bloods Clan, and they bring them out. Yes,
bringing them out, and their new style of rap is totally nothing like traditional West Coast hip hop. They're bringing their own flavor to it, and they're hot. They're hot right now.
So what would you think? What about Draco the Ruler?
Draco too. Draco just got out. He's actually been doing it for many years, but he unfortunately got locked up for a little bit. But now he came out. He's super hot. Got the Drake feature. Got a great album. He's actually going on tour right now. Draco's dope. Draco's dope. Shout out to Draco. Much respect.
He got an album that came out that's real fire.
Hits. He got Drake. He got Drizzy Drake. Not too many West Coast artists can get Drake on a feature.
When I saw that, I was like, shit, buddy ain't. You know, I had one of my former artists, NCG Kenny B. When NCG Kenny B came to California, he was here with me. That was one of the first artists that we linked up with. And we went to the studio. It was crazy. Top dollar studio. Like, I'm looking around like, oh yeah, he ain't playing. Yeah. You know, so much respect to the homie.
He's definitely been putting in work, and it's all coming.
So shout out Draco the Ruler, man. That's definitely a guy that's moving the city right now. What are the other artists that you would like to mention?
Oh man, shout out to Kalen, for real. Blast, Bino, Rado, like these guys are really making noise right now. I mean, Blast just dropped a video with Nas. Yes, it came out yesterday, I think.
Right.
A video with Nas from New York, the birthplace of hip hop, one of the greatest, illest MCs of all time. And he's, shout out to Blast, and he's from the IE too, so he's killing it. And Bino and Kaylin, like we got a lot of boys making noise.
Young artist son, the Alamo YS30.
Okay.
YS?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of hot cats right now. Almighty out there, like One Take Jay, can't forget about One Take Jay. There's a lot of cats making noise. And then you got the Bay Area. Shout out to Stunner Man 02. He's got that song Big Steppin' going crazy right now. Right.
So for up and coming artists that's around the city of LA, all California, how do they network with you? How do they get in contact with you? How do they get information on how to take it to the next step when it comes to DJ Carisma?
Just, put in work. And like, I be outside so you can always see where I'm at and come up to me. And,
she be outside,
you know what
for
I mean?
real.
Talk to me like real quick.
When she say she be outside, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Every event going on in the LA market, from Hollywood to downtown LA to Inglewood to Compton to San Diego to the Bay, like it's got on the flyer DJ Carisma. I'm on Carisma line. I'm like, hey Carisma, I'm trying to pull up, like right. Like she.
So
really,
I'm out there. I'm accessible. You know what I mean?
So how do artists approach you?
Just you just got to do it, but. I would say make sure, you ready before you come to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely one of the biggest DJs in LA, so I love to help.
And I heard you tell somebody that at the door at a club.
I love to help people, but you got to make sure you got a story to tell by the time you get to me, because then you help me.
Right.
Because I can't just sell artists that have absolutely zero following. There's just so much that goes into it. You know what I mean?
Do you accept service packages from DJs?
Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? I accept service. I try my best to go through as many emails a day, as many DMs. It's a fucking lot. You guys don't understand. I think I get hundreds of songs a day. Like, it's a lot to try to shift through. So, but I do my best. You know what I mean? And it's just, you just never know. Always shoot your shot. Always shoot your shot if you see me. And just.
I'm going to offer y'all some advice if y'all are artists from all over the world. LA is one of the biggest markets. DJ Carisma is in the middle of this thing, moving everything. For me, like, I got put on an event and I wasn't afraid to approach her. You know what I'm saying? And when I approached her, she was so humble. You know what I'm saying? When I called her, like, hey, Carisma, I'm trying to come over here, like, I'm trying to work. Hey, pull up on me. So approach her. Don't be afraid. Like, if she in a DJ booth, shit, you might get turned around, but go back. You know what I'm saying?
Wait till I'm done DJing. Try to holler at her,
You know, DJs don't like that.
No, we just try to kill the party.
How does that feel when an artist come up to you and you DJing?
Oh, man, it's tough. I want to talk to y'all, but hold on 1 second. Let me mix this record real quick.
Right.
Because these Hollywood crowds are very hard to please, so I got to make sure I do my shit. You know?
Right. So
there's ways, just shoot your shot. Wait till I get off or something,
What advice would you give artists when it comes to social media?
Super crucial.
Social media has its impact.
Everything.
It has its role that it plays on the music.
It's completely changed
you
everything.
You can become a millionaire overnight.
And it's free. Like, you could do it for free. Like, back in the day, you had to pay thousands to get a commercial or a billboard to try to promote yourself. You could literally go on Instagram and you just never know, or TikTok, what's just gonna catch and go. Learn how to use hashtags. Learn how to use social media to network. Like, it's free. It's free. We can
I think of social
self-made
media,
millionaires right now.
Nowadays, when I think of social media, I ain't even gonna lie. And I fuck with the homie. I think of Soulja Boy.
He was the first.
But I'm saying even with the times changing, like fucking fast forward 12, 13, 15 years later, like, what kind of deal? Dude just got a deal, right?
He's doing all kinds
with Virgin Mobile, like all kind of shit. Like, what's your opinion on that?
It's crucial because even coming from like a sales standpoint, these major brands, these sponsors like the Pepsis, the Cokes, they don't want to go to the old platforms no more. They want to say, yo, this kid's got 1 million Instagram followers, and his fans are actually 1,000 comments, 1,000 this. There's more chance of us giving this kid a couple small racks and we're gonna get seen more on his page than we did the old traditional way.
So you encourage
take full advantage of social media.
Right. You encourage
until they start monitoring it and we all get shut down. So just take advantage.
Social media really played its role during the pandemic.
For sure, 100%.
How much were you affected during the pandemic?
Oh, as a DJ, our whole industry got flipped upside down in one day.
How fast did it happen?
One day. One
crazy.
day we were all like, what the fuck are we gonna do?
How did you maneuver during that?
I mean, I'm smart, and I came in with the social media, so I already know. I was doing internet shows before anybody was doing all these internet shows and Twitch. I was already doing it, so I had the equipment, I had everything I need. I already knew what to do.
Right.
So I just jumped on Twitch, started doing live streams, parties like that. Just went with the flow.
Right.
Can't never be scared of technology because it ain't going nowhere. You got to learn to roll with it.
All right, so word around town.
Word around town.
is you got some music out.
Hey.
Some poppin' music, some music that's surfacing around. How do you separate the two?
How do I separate what two?
The music, as you're an artist.
Okay.
And then you break music.
Right.
Not only just like people,
I mean,
a lot of people talk. You actually on Power 106.
I mean, I was following the footsteps of DJ Drama and Khaled. They did it successfully.
Right.
So I wanted to be the first female to do it successfully.
Right.
You know, so I'm definitely going hard with my production, just trying to help put together records and sign artists and drop them, kind of like what Drama did with Lil Uzi. Like,
right.
I got a song coming out with Lil Kim. It's actually in the brand new She Ball movie that's out right now.
Right.
It's a basketball movie produced by Nick Cannon. I'm the theme song, so you can hear the song right now. The video is already shot. We're dropping that. So shout out to Lil Kim. What an honor. To be a woman, and to get to work with Little Kim means a lot.
Let me just say this.
You know.
While I got my chance, Lil Kim opened the door for a lot of...
Period.
And maybe before her, but Little Kim, I think, as a child growing up.
Oh, she was our era for sure. So
yeah.
She definitely influenced us heavy. So.
And you produced too, right?
Yeah, so that's the song. I produced the song, me and Cypress Moreno, my brother, we did it together. We got Little Kim on there, Coi Leray, Lady London, Asia from Compton. And it was just a dope chance to get to work with females and actually do a ladies' night like Angie Martinez did.
Right.
I'm glad that I get to do that for this generation.
Right.
So that's coming soon, videos dropping soon. Go watch the movie She Ball, it's out now.
Right. So now there's a shift with the Mary Jane, with the marijuanas.
The marijuana.
With the I'm gonna say it like, you know, I'm from Texas down south.
The marijuanas.
The marijuanas.
I love it.
There's a pack that you know different people been putting out, but you got your own pack.
Yes, finally.
Let's talk about it.
I'm from California, so you know I'm from the land of the good weed. This is where it's from. I've been wanting to drop my own strain for years.
Right.
But that's a whole nother industry you got to learn and get into. So I finally did it. So a Carisma flower has been grown.
Wow.
And there will be a Carisma strain. It's official.
I don't smoke, but is it gas?
I'm from here. You think I'm not going to give y'all gas?
They say it's
you know what's
Zaza.
crazy? You know what's crazy to me? We got all these rappers right now dropping strains from New York. I don't trust that. I don't trust that.
Hey, look, I don't want no beef.
We are from here.
They know it.
They know it. They know
now,
it.
if I know Cali is the land, this is the land.
We grow the best weed. We curate the best weed. We have perfected it for the past 20 years. So I'm excited. The Carisma strain drops.
I actually seen your pack.
I'm excited.
At that club when we was in the DJ booth and I couldn't believe the shit.
So it's super fire, super dank. Trust me, take my word. I've been smoking for many years. So it's coming out on the 29th. Right. It's going to be available at Cookies, all the Cookies stores. Shout out to my brother Burner, who I also want to be like because he really did it for Latinos in the marijuana industry. You know, the white man is really profiting off of what our people had to pay for. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see cats like him, and that's why I want to learn from him. And I want to be a female representing for the Latinos and get our chunk of that marijuana game because it's a huge industry right now.
On the music side, you in the Latino market too as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, that's what's up.
So,
well, man,
coming soon. Smoke that Carisma with us.
I most definitely appreciate this opportunity. How can people get in contact with you?
Just Google DJ Carisma or at DJ Carisma. Everything I got is real clean, real simple, DJ Carisma.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. When y'all reach out to her, she really wear her name. She got a lot of pride about that name, but she's a very humble individual.
Oh.
We done walked in the club together, and I heard you tell somebody like, bro, I'm DJ Carisma. Like, I fuck with it.
Hey, no, I fuck with you. Good guy right here, this guy.
You have it. You just got an exclusive interview with the one and only DJ Carisma, Power 106 official DJ. I am Definition MC Mr. Walk Like Jordan. You are now tuned in to SelfMade TV nationwide.
Self-made.
I'm coming to a city near you. Stay tuned in.
That's right.